depth jumps, drop jumps, sprints, high object touches, dunks, sled pulls. The list goes on and on of the exercises that are very good for your vertical jump. The exercise that you should never do is... Ladies and gentlemen of the Action Army, what is going on? And welcome to another episode of Answers for Athletes. In today's video, I want to talk about the exercise for vertical jump that you should never do. You should never do this exercise. What do you guys think it is? Do you think it's high box squats? Do you think it's barbell jumping back squats? Do you think it's depth jumps, jumping off a 2-story building? What do you think it is? The exercise that you should never do is the exercise that causes you injury. And for a lot of you, you might say, oh, I thought this was going to be real. He clickbaited me. I guarantee you, a bunch of you out there do exercises that cause you injury on a weekly or monthly basis. How many times have you pushed through exercises and it's given you knee pain? How many times have you pushed through jump sessions and it's given you back pain? How many times have you pushed through exercises when you have ankle pain? How many times have you gotten pain the next day after you were done with the workout? Don't do that. This question comes from Todd Glass 8292, who says, nearing 40 years old, I've tried strength training and plyometrics and I've seen modest gains on my vertical jump. But back squats tend to give me minor injuries here and there. Can I get similar results by doing trap bar deadlifts instead, consolidating all the lifting down to 2 or 3 things to eliminate any back injuries, and then add plyometrics to that? Or are squats a necessity? My goal is only max jumping. So essentially the question is, do I have to do back squats, or can I get gains without doing back squats? The worst exercise, the exercise that you should never do, is the exercise that causes you injury, whether that's an overuse injury and you overloading the capacity of your tissues, whether it's your muscles, your tendons. You don't have to do back squats. You can get just as good gains by doing deadlifts. You could get just as good gains by doing rear foot elevated split squat. You don't have to do any single exercise. If you think about the best exercises that exist, I know I've said this so many times on my channel, but I'm going to rattle off some exercises that are the best vertical jump exercises. Squats, that is one of the best vertical jump exercises that you can do. Deadlifts, also one of the best. Rear foot elevated split squat, also one of the best. RDLs, also hands down. Compound movement for your post chain, also one of the best. Single leg hops, great exercise. Depth jumps, drop jumps, sprints, high object touches, dunks, sled pulls. The list goes on and on of the exercises that are very good for your vertical jump. If you take any one of these exercises and remove it, you're still going to be able to get crazy gains. The only exercise that I would be worried about, Todd Glass, if you said, hey, I can't do this exercise, is that going to hinder my progress? The only exercise that I'd be worried about if you said that is max jumping itself. If you came to me and you said, hey, I can't do max jumps because max jumps really hurt my body. Even in that case, I would say, well, can we start very low and then, get our body used to very low intensity max jumps and then progressive overload from there? But to answer your question, no. You can get great gains without doing squats. You don't have to do squats at all. You could do deadlifts just instead. You could do deadlifts or rear foot elevated split squat, and you're going to be in good shape. Okay, so there's your answer there. And for everybody else, stop trying to sprint. This is a marathon. Training for your vertical jump is a marathon. All that you need to do is progressive overload Each time that you go into the gym by a little bit, if you progressive overload too much, you hurt yourself. If you don't progressive overload enough, you don't get any gains. So all that you need to do is progressive overload a little bit. Push your body a little bit further, something that it's not used to, so that it is forced to adapt. And then understand that adaptation takes time. Adaptation takes months. Real adaptation takes months. You can see adaptation, in a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. But to really see some gains in your vertical jump, it's going to take months. And on the other hand, if you get to the point where it's been 3 months, 4 months, and you haven't seen gains on your vertical jump, then at that point, you're not forcing your body to adapt. You should have 100% seen gains by that time. Anyways, this is it for this video. The exercise that you never should do is the exercise that makes you uncomfortable or the exercise that causes pain for you. Like this video if you like it. Leave your question down below if you want me to answer your question in a video just like this. And I will see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Peace.